So, as episode number 9 of I'm Quitting Heroing began to kind of like unfold and show us all of the story that was happening, as Leo ended up telling 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐻 about the second Philosopher's Stone, as he ended up telling her about how to get there, and that the fact that the Philosopher's Stone was so close, the fact that he told her that there are 2 stones in this world specifically, and he had gone over all of this information with 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐻. The whole time I was thinking, this is too good to be true, just like they were, right? They were like, yo, how is this Philosopher's Stone just so close to us, right? And he was like, oh, well, the Philosopher's Stone is there. There's just a guardian there that you guys have to go and defeat. Then the second Philosopher's Stone is obviously inside of the city or the town that they were trying to invade. But now that the time has been, ticking down because the portal is about to close to the demon world. So as this whole entire episode was unfolding, I was just thinking that this is just too good to be true. And ultimately, it ended up being too true. Now, the one thing that kind of irks me a little bit is I'm Quitting Heroing has been progressively, personally, I think, getting better and better as the anime has unfolded, right? I think once we started to learn the real history of Leo, where he came from, how he was developed, what part of the Demon Heart series that he was a part of, the fact that Homeboy's lived like 3,000 years. He's lived since basically modern times, as we would say now, all the way to see basically the whole entire world reborn anew again. And he's seen it over and over and over. He has lived hundreds and he's basically lived, tens of lifetimes, 100 lifetimes, as it is already. Maybe not 100 lifetimes, but you guys know he's lived a lot of lifetimes as it is already. And he has been seeing this over and over and over again. And of course, once, I was like, this is too good to be true. I'm sure you kind of said the same thing. Of course, we finally got to the moment to where, okay, the big reveal happens, and he brings all the generals and 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐻 over to the peak of this specific mountain. And he tells them, after he gets done pouring his heart out to 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐻, saying he has one objective, and that one objective is, to protect and to save humanity. And at some point, he may become the monster that he's been protecting humanity from, just so that he can protect humanity from himself, so he has a purpose. And before he even gets to that point, he tells 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐻, you know what you need to do. And after that, he finally reveals that, hey, the Philosopher's Stone, or the specific stone, whatever you guys want to call it, the stone that they're looking for, one inhabits the specific town, place that they're looking for. And the second stone, which apparently is what the Demon Heart series were made out of, inhabits his heart. So that's kind of what's been keeping him going, what's been keeping him alive, is one of the other Philosopher's Stones is inside of him. So if they want to get it, what do they have to do? They have to defeat him. They have to kill him and rip it out from his heart. Now, the big problem with that is, it's just sad, and I hope that our main character doesn't die or become some kind of sacrifice. But the second part of that is, Leo has really, besides 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐻, and even 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐻 is starting to feel some kind of camaraderie or sympathy, or she's starting to feel something for Leo. But I think, specifically, Leo has really solidified himself as somebody who is dependable and trustworthy and a friend, and he's done that to all the other generals, right? Like, he has made a special bond with all of them, for him just to then turn around and say, okay, well, you have to defeat me. And because he is so much more powerful than them, he can really push the envelope and really kind of push them to the point where, like, it's either fight or flight kind of thing. And in some regards, it's like, oh, okay, like, that's totally, yeah, I get it, And then in other regards, like, well, that's, really sad if they do have to end up going through with it. And the reason I said I kind of, like, conflicted is, like, I don't know exactly how I feel about that narrative exactly. I am all about, solidification of himself within this demon army. I like the whole entire plot line of him, turning tail and kind of turning on humanity and becoming part of the demon. I like that he had to really work at solidifying himself in the demon army. He had to work on making friends, making amends, and showing his value with each and every single one of the generals. And now he's kind of moved that needle onto 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐾. But the thing that I don't like is him having to become a sacrificial lamb. And, that might be something that fits in with the narrative, and that might be something that fits in with the fact that, hey, maybe this anime only gets 12 episodes. Maybe this is a short-lived anime. Maybe by episode 11, maybe he is sacrificed and they didn't have to kill him. Episode 12 shows 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐾, revitalizing or reinventing or redoing the demon world and happily ever after. But the one thing too is, like, even if he is killed, and even if he does get, even if they do take the philosopher's stone, they still have to go find the text. They have to go find the handbook, the manual to go and use the philosopher's stone, which even the humans don't really have. So they only have, I think, 6 or 7 days until the portal closes. So it's like, even if they have to kill him, can they make that happen? I just don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is. I know we're going to find out about it. But overall, I have mixed emotions in this episode. It was a decent enough episode. I like that it was warm, and I like that it really showed 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐾 and him becoming closer and forming a bond. But then where it kind of turned into, I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it. So I'm going to turn it back to you. Let me know what you thought about this episode down in the comments below. Let me know if you're feeling it, if you're not feeling it. Let me know if you like where it's going. If you don't like where it's going, let me know that in the comments below. But this has been episode number 9 of I'm Quitting Heroing. And my friends, I'll see you guys next Tuesday for episode number 10. All right, from me to you, peace out, guys.